This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm showing you this clip of Joe Budden breaking down Druski's mega church skit discussed by Podcasts Online. Check this clip out.
I just want to remind y'all that we on a Druski church topic.
That's what I'm trying to get back to Druski.
Sorry.
To the other, because that was just...
Because when I let y'all do that, they start lighting me up. They say, oh, no, Ozempic got him not producing.
His attention span is... No, but like to the church people, I'm not... First of all, I don't want to speak for Ish, but for me, I'm not beating up on church people in particular. My position is, in general, religion... up things to people. I don't care what religion you are. If it's used improperly or if people are manipulated through it, it's a problem. It happens with Christians, it happens with Muslims, it happens with Jews, it happens with all the cults. I'm not blaming. No, I'm saying when things are used bad, I'm not going to pick on one religion and say that this. It's not like Christianity has the market cornered on hucksters or frauds. Every religion has those.
What's a huckster? See,
what's a huckster?
See, I don't like when he talks, yo. What's a huckster?
Like somebody who comes to try to trick you out of your. A grifter. A grifter. Is that a better word? A grifter. Yeah. Every religion got them. It's not a big deal. But what Druski did on this is that he nailed something very specific that I thought was super smart. Because he's not talking about every preacher. He's talking about these mega church preachers.
Yeah.
And he's talking about
financial gain.
Yeah. Well, gospels of prosperity, they call them. Exactly. Financial gain, health and wealth. God, this idea that like your faith is measured by how much money you got. And he nailed it when that dude is wearing Christian gear. He's like, you wonder why I'm wearing Christian gear?
I'm wearing with the red bottoms.
And
Christian standing in the blood of Jesus.
Like he that
bodied it.
The tithing, you got to tithe to get money, the dance and the perform. I mean,
I want $4 million today. Actually, we're gonna lock these doors, and we're not gonna let you leave until we get it.
Exactly. Like Winans, right past the Winans for locking the doors to fundraise. Like that's a problem. And I don't care what religion is doing.
That's true.
You know what I mean? There's lots of great preachers, lots of great Christians, lots of amazing people. Some of my biggest heroes are Christians. It's not about religion for me. It's about people who prey on people who ain't got nothing. And the best comedians to me are the ones who can take something serious, clown it, but also have a social commentary. That's some Richard Pryor.
Why you don't like when they get their opinions on religion or what's God? No, we know what you believe. Like people are hardcore believers no matter what proof come out of bullshit going on. I remember I watched something from back in the days. They had a recording. They heard the man tell the preacher, tell the people how to act on the stage. It was on the news. And people still think that this guy worked miracles. It's like some people...
How much do you believe pastors should be paid?
Oh, you talking about the payment of pastors?
Let's hear it now.
That's a great question.
I take offense to some of what you say because my pastor had it. My pastor, Rev Ron, had them. Rest in peace.
Where do the money come from?
Hold on, man. Let me get
my bad.
Rev Ron. I used to walk by the driveway and be like, God, wagon, road horse. Yo, if you ask me where I think the money came from,
where should it?
I think that Rev Ron was so amazing at what he did. People rushed to pay that man. But he never said lock the doors. He never said this is what the church is in need of. Actually, they go through the treasurer's report every. The church was fine. He was so
church
great.
Got a lot of money.
He was so great, and the people in his they wasn't hard up at it. They was throwing Rev Ron money.
Well, that's part.
I was one of them.
True believers you're supposed to tithe your 10%. So there are churches that you sign up for. No, listen.
See, I'm not talking. We talking about tithes. That's this. We start getting off. What I'm saying is, some people felt so vindicated and full
that they just gave him money.
What he gave,
just gave him random.
They just gave it. I'm not talking about.
I got what you're saying.
Requirements and percentages and. So
they gave extra.
I'm with you, but
you did ask.
Yeah, I don't think issue with
the pastors get. You did.
So you're not mad at that.
Look, not as such, right? My issue isn't that this pastor has. There are people who believe about what your vocation is and whether you should be paid at all, whether you should make money, whether it should be an oath of poverty. Different faiths have different beliefs about that. Not my business. My issue is the gospel of prosperity. It's when you come out here and tell people that your faith is measured by how much money you got. My issue is when you tell people that they have to sow seeds. You know what I mean?
So I'm shutting up. I'm not talking about that at all.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, the better you do at your job, the more you're going to make.
The skit exaggerates real behavior people have seen. And that is why it connects so fast and spreads the conversation beyond jokes into real discussion.
You know what I mean? That's up here, that's everywhere. But like the issue is what happened, what? Ostensibly. But in some of these churches, they make people, I've watched poor people give their last dollar to somebody who has a jet.
Literally.
And that's my issue. And they're told that if they don't, that they are not sowing the seed to eventually one day get a jet. It sounds like every other get-rich-quick scheme I've ever seen. That's not every church.
And they don't pay taxes. Churches don't pay taxes.
No.
And
no,
it's a great hustle.
But I think in the Bible, but the Bible, I think, I don't feel like arguing with y'all, that the 10% comes from that. Like you giving your offering, you giving your tithing to God is based on what you have. So I think it's supposed to be 10% of what you have, and 10% of your income is supposed to go.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on.
No, listen to me. If you're about to get evicted and you got $100 left and you're trying to feed your kids and do everything else, to quote a great philosopher, do you think it's wise to take 10% of that and give it?
Let me respond to that,
to Creflo.
It's how the pastor makes them feel, though. I think that the feeling
does it make you feel heat?
No, but does it? I don't think that matters for some people. I think that. Stop laughing. Hold on. The internal fulfillment is what's important. They look forward to something. They look forward to life in these hard times. Well, laugh, bro. You Muslim brothers.
Yo,
look
what you did. Look. You laughing too.
I'm saying the same thing about everything.
But look how you defended. Get respected. You gotta respect everybody and their religion and their belief.
If Druski had done this about Muslims or Jews who do the exact same thing, I'd be just as funny to me.
What I'm saying
I don't care about the religion. I care about hustle.
You gotta ask the people. Any one of y'all close us out. I don't care who does it.
I just want to say real quick, Mark. It's about faith.
To what I said,
it's about your faith. So you're supposed to believe that
God is going to make
it. No matter what,
from down to my last dollar, give him 10 cents of it.
You're supposed to put your faith in God, and no matter what, you're going to be all right. So yes, if it's your last dollar, I'm giving you the 10%, and I'm going to be all right. It ain't about I'm going to make it to heaven, I'm going to get a jet. I'm going to be all right because God is going to make a way regardless.
Is right.
And then they tell you, look at what you've been through in your life. You've always made it out of that. That was God that got you out of it. And God will continue to get it out of it, but you have to do your part.
The story, and my part is giving him the money. I get it. I'll take the dinner. I'll take the dinner with Jay-Z.
This is God.
Can I ask a question about?
There we go.
We got it.
I'm moving on. Can I ask a question? Because this is on the board, and I don't quite understand it. It says "Going Girl," and then it says Chicago teacher Linda Brown.
Go ahead, Flip.
No.
It was in your notes. By the way, Flip came today with notes.
Yeah, he had notes. He had a topic.
Why you making a face? You making a face? You don't do that with other. You try to discourage me?
No.
When you go online and you be co-signing, I don't want to get you. You making a face at my topic, sir?
I'm not.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing, this skit and the reactions around it hit on something people rarely want to address, honestly. Comedy has always been a mirror, and Druski uses exaggeration to highlight behavior many have already seen. When podcasts from music and sports agree, it shows how widespread the conversation has become. Churches, like any institution involving money, power, and trust, can attract leaders who lose sight of purpose. Many pastors do meaningful work, but others clearly exploit faith to fund luxury, status, and influence. Lavish homes, private travel, and designer lifestyles do not come from thin air. They come from donations given by believers expecting guidance, community, and accountability. The skit works because it exposes the uncomfortable gap between message and behavior. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.